Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing the most requested tutorial, which is how I managed to achieve the perfect eyebrow look. So stay tuned.
I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradict me. I be so bored myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
I only need these tools to start, and I'm going to be showing you in my video step by step on how I use them. We have our brush, our eye pencil, our brush for concealing our eyebrows, our concealer, and I use the razor to remove any unwanted hair. So to start off, I'm going in with the Aramis, but you can use any Vaseline of your choice. I'm going to use it so that I can be able to trim off any hairs in my eyebrows. Then you're going in with the brush to lay off all the hairs so you can be able to see any unwanted hairs or the outgrown hairs at the side of the eyebrows. After that, you're going in with the razor. The razor helps in trimming and the grooming of the eyebrows. Using the razor, for me I use the Samrat razor, but you can use any silicone razor of your choice. The next step is the loose powder. I'm going to apply it on the eyebrows part, which helps in drawing the eyebrows and setting the place where we're going to be drawing our eyebrows. We apply the loose powder each and every part where the Vaseline was and where we groomed our eyebrows. So once you have already mattified our eyebrows, we're going in with a sharp pencil. I'm going to be using Davis number 3. Yeah, and then you're going to be starting from this side, you see, here, and then here, and I use this one here. And when I start at the bridge of my nose, and I'm using a very sharp pencil going to the corner of my eyebrows till the end of my eyebrows. So using a very sharp pencil, just go lightly, and then after that we have a very clear line at the bottom of our eyebrows. Then I start at the corner of my eyebrow to the end. Normally that's how I draw my eyebrow, from the corner to the end. We're done with that side, and I know someone's gonna ask me why I have not drawn the top part of my eyebrow. I normally don't draw too much at the top of my eyebrow. I'm just going to be filling it out later when I'm concealing my eyes or when I'm filling in the hairs inside my eyebrows. So we're going to repeat the next step that we did with the other eyebrow. We're going to do the same on this eyebrow. Don't forget to start from the corner side of your eyebrow to the end, and then the front part, we're going just to light it up with the eye pencil. So now we're going to be filling in our eyebrows, the part where our hairs are not in. And as you notice, most of my hairs are at the beginning of my eyebrow. Towards the end I don't have too much hairs, so I'm just going to be filling out the spaces that are left where I don't have my hairs in. I'm going to be filling it out with some light strokes and a very sharp pencil. Yeah, so I'm going also to do the same on the other eyebrow, filling out any space that are left so that it can give that clear eyebrow look. And then as you can see, I'm drawing my eyebrow where I didn't. That's the top of my brow. Just going to be filling out light strokes using a very sharp pencil. The next part, we're going in with the concealer and a very sharp brush. This is mine that I'm going to be using, and I'm using the concealer at the shade Fawn to conceal my eyebrow. And the brush is very sharp. The brush, when it's sharp, helps with the concealer in the eyebrow. And I'm starting off at the corner side of my eyebrow towards the end, and then I'm going it towards the front part of the eyebrow. I normally don't use too much concealer to conceal my eyebrow, because when you use too much, you're going to have a difficult time in brushing it out when you are doing makeup, because it's going to be too much at the side of the eyebrow. On to the front part of my eyebrow, I'm still concealing, but using a very light amount of the concealer. And yeah, we're moving on to the front part, concealing. So we're done with that part. We're going in the next side. So here in front, I normally just highlight it with the concealer or with the foundation that I'm going to be using, the foundation of my shade. So here I'm just concealing evenly so that I don't have any part that's left out. And as you can see, we've already concealed the bottom part of our eyebrow, and I'm going to be doing the same to this other eyebrow, starting off from the corner side of my eyebrow, moving towards the end and moving towards the front part. Yeah, that's the easier way I use to conceal my eyebrows. And we're just applying it evenly and lightly so that we don't have too much concealer at our eyes. And we're moving on to the front part using the same concealer that we used. We're going to be concealing the front part of our eyebrows just to make it sisters and not twins, or just twins and sisters, any can do. Yeah, so I'm concealing the front part of our eyebrow, and as you can see, they're almost looking alike. They're looking alike, and concealing the front part of our eyebrow makes them look so much similar, unlike having them differently. We're just going to be repeating the same procedure we use on the left eyebrow. We're going to be using it on this other side too. So the next part, we're going to be concealing the top part of our eyebrows, and you're just using the same concealer, the same shade of concealer to conceal the top part of our eyebrows. Look at that, look at the results of the bottom part. So let's now do the upper part of our brow, and we're going to be using light. Don't apply too much force, so just using light effort to apply the concealer at the top part of our eyebrows. And that's how it's going to look. And don't forget, we're starting from the corner side of our eyebrow, moving towards the right and at the end. That's how I normally do. And by doing that, you're already getting the shape of your eyebrow. Here we just apply it evenly at our eyebrow. So here I'm just clearing out any concealer, and I'm also shaping out our eyebrow. So you're continuing that, you're going to do the same thing as you did. You're going to do it in the other brow, just using the same procedure. Start concealing at the corner side of your eyebrow, moving towards the end and moving towards the right. So you apply it softly and lightly, so that you can also not ruin our eyebrow that you've already drawn. And here we're just trying to get the shape of our eyebrow, and then you're moving to the front part of our eyebrow, just using the same way, the same force. No applying too much pressure on it. Here just use some loose effort, yeah, to get the shape of the eyebrow. Then conceal evenly at the end part of the eyebrow to get that nice shape. And that's how we're doing it with low efforts, not too much effort. So far, as you can see, we've already gotten the shape of the eyebrow that we want, and I'm going in with a loose brush to remove any excess of the concealer that we applied. This brush helps remove out any concealer, too much concealer that we have The same brush, we're repeating it, and the front part of our eyebrow, we're just removing all the excesses of the concealer, and we're just doing the same as we did on our left eyebrow. We're doing repeating the same on our right eyebrow. Using the same brush, remove any excess concealer that you have. That's how we do it, and we're not going to get any creases of the concealer. After you're done with our eyebrows, remove all the excess part of the concealer. Repeat the same evenly on your eyebrow, at the front part, at the even part, at the curved part, and here we're getting the final look of our eyebrows. So as you can see, there are no excesses. We're going to remove them later with our loose powder. So yeah, and here's our final look. Yeah, that's so pretty. Bye guys, see you on my next video.